So you still have to finish making the neck, and then I'm going to take this and nail it to a board and sculpt the skin on it, then make
Go ahead. I'm just gonna pass one down.
then make a probably like a 2-part mold
Made a mold.
of that 2-part mold of the skin, and bolt it to the board so that it fits right on with this piece. That makes sense. So then I take it apart, cast it, and then put it back on around this head so that it is the right thickness. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So then, and then I had the eyes I was going to use. I just happened to have these eyes hanging around. So I don't know if it's quite, and they seem to work. I didn't have anything I was using them for, so I thought I would just use these for this one. These I got from a doll company. So for eyes for the other animals, I have to think about where we want to get those, or you can get really nice glass eyes, but I don't know if we want to spend that much for eyes.
Well, how much are eyes? How much are really nice glass eyes? Are we talking $20 or $200 or $2,000?
Yeah, no, it's just in like the tens of dollars.
Oh,
but
then I would say you'd want to go with a classy eye, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
But it's not my call.
I like
what I
classy eyes too.
Right.
If it's up to me, we're gonna get the best eyes, the best fur.
Right.
But because that kind of stuff matters. That's what you see it.
It really
you see
does.
It right off the bat.
Right.
But so then just gonna attach that to the head. I have to paint the beak and try to work on the beak a little more too. And I'm just attaching the neck with snaps. And I'll have a zipper going down the back so that you can access everything.
Oh, really cool.
You basically have access to everything inside the body. I sculpted the head out of the plasticine, and then brushed on this dragon skin around it and let that set. And then this is a pretty simple shape, so you want to be able to make sure that your parts can come off pretty smoothly.
Right.
Well, this is flexible too, so it doesn't matter that much. So, but it's a really easy shape. So I just cut it down the middle, left the material on the head, and then put a shim line in. I use Coke cans. I didn't take a picture to send to you of that one, so my camera died. But and then made these. There's burlap in here to reinforce it, but that's Ultra Cal 30. So they're really strong molds. I think that would be a good way to make the molds for the project.
So when this show goes on the road and we want to mass produce it 100 times, you've got the mold for the back head.
At least 50 times. No, actually, this could be cast many times.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be.
So now it's just as simple as putting the material in the mold and throw it in the oven?
To make one of these,
Yeah.
takes 30 minutes for the whole thing
Wow.
to do. Because this sets in 3 minutes. So for this one, then you put these together and just pour them. It's a 2-part urethane. So you just pour it in, and then I have to mix it. I have to keep turning it like this because it sets in 3 minutes. It starts
Wow.
getting hard. So it's a bit of an exercise, but
Yeah.
it's not too heavy. I've done it with heavier molds.
Wow.
But and then.
So you don't have to
then it
dump
sets.
any out. You pour in the right amount for the right thickness,
Right.
and then you just keep rotating it and let it all set.
Yep.
Wow.
And then it sets
Okay.
on the side. So I think I poured in a little bit too much for these. It didn't have to use as much material,
Okay.
but it's a nice way to try it a couple times
Sure.
to make sure. And then
We're all about that.
yeah, and then in 30 minutes it's hard. You can demold.
Okay,
It's
and then you
pretty
could pour
amazing
another
material.
one. You could start immediately, or you have to wait
Yep,
overnight.
I just made these today. Real easy to
Wow.
make those. Yeah. So.
Not bad.
Yeah, no, that's easy. Once you get to this point, then you can just, depending on what you're doing. When I'm doing the skin, I'm gonna use it with this same material actually, but tint it with different colors, and then it takes longer to set. It takes about 6 hours to set, and you can have to do it in layers.